Hello Pineapple Surprises, I am Psy and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 cast. We have a Zerg versus Zerg this time around. In the top we have vilePsY, that's myself representing Vile Gaming. You can check us out at vilegaming.com. And in the bottom we have the red Zerg MaestrO. What is isn't that MaestrO like something word for chef or master or something? I don't know. I know Sensei is. I don't know what MaestrO is. Anyway, or maybe it's like a music thing. I don't know. Anyway, the map is Metalopolis, and yeah, looks like we are seeing a 10. We're gonna see an extractor trick out of this guy. People still do that? Yeah, we are seeing an extractor trick. So apparently people still use the extractor trick. I think it's been discovered that 9 Overlord is like 5 or 10 minutes minerals faster than an Did he just lose a larva? Did one of those? Okay, I have to go back. Did one of those larvas just die? The heck was that? Okay, he's got 2 larvae, 2 eggs. He canceled the drone. Why did he cancel the drone? I don't feel like that's a strategy. Maybe a mistake? I know what happened. I think he might have had the drone and the extractor selected and he pressed escape and it like canceled them both, or canceled the drone first or something like that. So already a drone behind maestro is. So that's kind of strange. But anyway, as I was saying, the 9 Overlord is 5 or 10 minutes minerals. I made the same mistake twice. I am so fluent in the English language. I'm nailing this cast. You guys must be so damn impressed. It's a bit faster, that's what I'm trying to say, than the extractor trick, especially if you cancel a drone with the extractor trick. But it looks like maestro is going to be going 15 hatch while I'm going 14 gas and 14 pool. Now you might think, he's going to be ahead economically, or you might think, oh, he's going to die because I'm getting speed first with the spawning pool. I'm going to have lots of lings. But it's actually a pretty even matchup. I can try to be aggressive with a lot of lings, even banelings, and he will be able to respond to that. Usually he'll have to get a spine before he can get banelings, because my banelings will be faster because of my sooner gas. But if I don't get any banelings, he can just outling me. He can match my ling production off of these 2 hatcheries. So we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I'll choose to just get like 6 to 10 lings and put on pressure with my speed, because I know speed will happen sooner if I see a fast expansion. Sometimes I'll just go for more than that. Sometimes I'll go for the throat or something like that. But you can see I've pulled off gas after 100. And I was actually talking to Zai, and he mentioned that when he goes 14 gas, 14 pool, he pulls off gas after 150. That way, he can instantly throw down a baneling nest with that remaining 50 gas if he sees fit. So pretty much if the opponent is getting banelings as well, unless you want to be aggressive, then you'd stay on gas and get a baneling nest, without pulling off. But I think that's a really good idea, so I'm going to start pulling off a gas at 150 instead of 100, just in case I need those banelings. Now we can see I'm being aggressive with these lings. He's not ready to attack me because he's got to wait for this hatchery to start producing that larva that he needs. But I'm continuing to rally my lings off of 1 hatchery. Now my queen is sooner, so I have that advantage, but he's going to start catching up soon with the larva from the 2nd hatchery, and he has that queen out now, so I can't really be aggressive. But look at the production tab. I'm still making zerglings, and he's now taking down a baneling's nest. Speed is almost up, and at this point we kind of have a critical moment in the game. I have speed, and he is 62 seconds away from, or 72 seconds away from getting speed. I shouldn't be engaging at all. I should be going for queen snipes. I should be going for drone snipes. I should be going for stuff like that. But just watch how this game unfolds, knowing that I have speed over him, and I have so much more control over my lings because of that. And that's kind of one of the advantages of the 14 gas, 14 pool compared to a 15 hatch, and I'm not really exploiting it. Now this was actually a pretty nice pickup right here, taking out this queen who's trying to harass my overlord. I'm going to destroy it, get out of there, and that's actually huge. That's huge. 150 minerals, and he can no longer defend. So I'm going to go in here with my lings, try to clean him up. Looks like I have just barely more lings than him, and now again, okay, I just want a ling on ling fight. Why not go into the main and go for some drones? Do I really think I'm going to be able to kill this hatchery when there's this many eggs down here? I do make the intelligent decision of attacking the hatchery from the bottom so I can attack the lings when they come out, but But still, I need to be doing something with this speed advantage, and I'm not really doing that just yet. Continuing to rally lings, if we check out the ling count, it's now 25 to 14. You have to remember a lot of my lings are rallying, and he's got some on the way as well, 19 to 12 now, but our count at his base is about even. He's actually up 2 on harvesters this entire time. That's actually an important detail. You wouldn't think it would be, but because both of us are making nothing but lings this entire game, it actually is, and he's actually got a lot of gas. He needs to pull a couple off gas and just make a couple defensive banelings and make me waste the lings that I am sending. I'm not really sure why he's doing that. I think he kind of forgot that he had banelings available. Maybe he doesn't feel like he has time to create them, but definitely a resource he could have used. He has not rebuilt that second queen yet either. Problem is, I can't really fund 2 hatcheries with non-stop injections. You can see I'm kind of running out of minerals, and I have, what, 4 larvae here and no larvae there, but 4 larvae unable to be used because I'm running out of minerals, and still, he's up by 2 on the drone count. That is a big deal. I do have an extra queen, though, so it's not completely lopsided. Continuing to make lings, non-stop lings. I'm hoping I can beat him in the production game, and now he's making some banelings. So long overdue. He could have just kind of bounced around, stalled my lings, but now he's getting banelings, and he's a little bit outnumbered right now, but once the banelings come, I'm not going to really be able to do anything. And this is exactly why I say get 150 gas instead of 50 gas, because now I see these banelings, and if he attacks me, there's no way I'll be able to mine the gas. I now put guys back on gas. I'll be able to mine the gas and get banelings in time because, I mean, I'm wasting, what, 30 seconds or so game time just to mine back up to 50, and now I'm going to throw down the baneling nest, and it would have been a lot more smooth if I could have just thrown down the baneling nest right away. So a huge ling on ling battle once again, 41 to 24. Need to be careful not to crash into these banelings. If that happens, it's going to be a big lopsided game because banelings are pretty good against zerglings. I hear my cat is watching the cursor on the screen. That's so cute. So I'm just going to try to push in, contain him until I am able to get banelings. Maybe kill some drones because it doesn't have a queen. Oh, not quite feeling ballsy enough to go in there for the drone kill. Looks like it's 25 to 18 now, so MaestrO is really banking on these banelings being able to defend his base. And if I can't get something done with these zerglings, I will be behind because I'm not making too many drones right now. Just one. Oh, able to sacrifice 1 baneling with a couple lings. And now I'm going to go in for an attack. He's only got 1 baneling ready. Killing a drone, maybe. Yep, looks like I did kill 1 drone. So, trying to equalize. It's now 24 to 19. If we check out the production tab, I'm now making 7 drones. So, as long as these lings stay alive. Oh, this baneling right here is kind of trapped. Oh, but it crashes. 2 banelings crash into. Oh, no. No, zerglings. Oh, my goodness. The humanity. Oh, good zergling control up until then. Still only able to kill 1 harvester. I did somehow manage to take the lead, but just think, if I was at this number of harvesters with the number of lings I had, I wouldn't have to make 8 more lings here, and it'd actually be a pretty even harvester game. Now he's going to go up, hold position in my mineral line. My queens, fortunately, were able to block the ramp, but my spine's not in the best location. He's going to snipe 1 worker, 2, 3, 4, 6 workers, which is huge in a ZvZ. So big mistake down there, losing all my zerglings, and I didn't prepare any defensive banelings as soon as I could have. Whether you think you need them or not, get a couple defensive banelings, people. They are so important. So important. So MaestrO now up by 2 on harvesters. I was able to surge out a couple more, or 9 more harvesters, so that was very beneficial for me. But I mean, losing those zerglings, that was huge. I had to make more zerglings. I'm having to make more spines now. I just don't feel safe. There's so many zerglings on the map. My overlord placement isn't as good as it should be. I mean, it's good to have it outside your opponent's base like this, but it's also good to see it outside your base in case they want to do some kind of silly little baneling run by. So, okay, overlord position this game. MaestrO now going for a spire. He's up by 11 on the harvesters, and this is just kind of, I mean, this is 2 reasons. First reason is pretty obvious. It's because I crashed all those zerglings into his base, into his banelings. Wasn't able to harass, keep him on his toes. He felt comfortable getting that spire so fast, and those extra gases. He's now running on 4 gas. And second, I was pressing the issue a bit too much with just my mass lings. I was hoping, you know, he would slouch on the production of lings himself, but I was never really able to get that edge up, and he had those banelings a lot sooner than me. So perhaps next time so I don't have to play from behind in the mid game. I'll just make half as many lings and just put a lot of pressure on him, make him think I have more lings than I do, and then just drone up after that, because one advantage you have as the attacker is your opponent has to guess when you stop making units and when you start making drones. And I never really forced him to guess that because I just made Zerglings the entire time. So, not the best thing right there. My layer is on the way. I've got the same idea as MaestrO to get mutas, but look at this. He's got 7 on the way already. And the drone counts have evened up, but he's making 7 mutas, and I feel like that makes up for the uneven drone count. But he actually makes a mistake here. He sees my overlords, and he goes for them. Like, I can understand. I mean, these overlords aren't going anywhere, MaestrO. Go to my base. Try to do some damage to my base. These are literally not going to go anywhere. But he's focusing them down, giving me time to get a couple more queens. You can see 2 more queens being produced and a Hydralisk then. And an evolution chamber for spores. Now he's going to choose to go for my main base. But it was a lot later than it could have been. If you would have went straight to my main base, I would have insta-GG'd. No question about it. I would have tried to fight back with a couple queens, see if he lets me play some spores. Again, he's doing it again. See if he lets me play some spores. And then just insta-GG'd. But instead, he's going to kill 3 overlords, which is 300 minerals, and doesn't slow down my economy at all. And then send his mutas in against 3 queens, only killing 3 drones compared, or maybe 4 drones. Yeah, 4 drones compared to the 10, 20 drones he could have killed if he went straight to my base. And you got to remember, man, these overlords are not going to get away. I mean, maybe he thought I would get mutas of my own and save my overlords or something like that, but I was pretty far behind. He killed so many of my Zerglings and a couple drones, and yeah, not the best decision by MaestrO, but I feel like his macro this game and his Ling micro earlier, Baneling micro earlier, makes up for his decision making with his muta so far. So as you can see, the supply count's still 101 to 78, so he's still firmly ahead. I've now got 5 queens total, 1 for each hatchery and 3 extra. Need to start injecting. I've got those hydras coming out. He's making 11 more drones. It's going to be 77 to 49. So great macro here, and this is exactly what mutas allow you to do. Take this 3rd base uncontested. So he has a huge lead right now. It's not looking too pretty for me. I've got a lot of coming back to do. All I can hope for is that this infestation pit pays off. I get some good fungals on his mutas, maybe on his what's he getting? Roaches, his own infestors. So he's getting everything, man. He's firmly, nicely running off 3 bases. He's even going to make some spines. I really like this play because Zerg always has an abundance of minerals. And throwing out some spines really helps with Ling run-bys. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get like a spore or something to prevent any kind of infestor burrow, or just in case I do get mutas. Let's see, he has scouted the Hydra Den and the evolution chamber, so he probably assumes I'm not getting mutas. Spores are up as well. Not a spore covering the bottom side. You gotta be careful about that. 4 hydras hatching a little bit too late. These guys they need to be premature little babies, but they weren't. Damn you, little hydras. Got +1 attack up, hydra range on the way. Pathogen glands on the way, and just now taking my 3rd. I've got 56 on 2 base, which is pretty good, but I still gotta get that 3rd base up and running. This roach is gonna scout this base. I don't like this. I mean, I can understand like you haven't been getting a lot of lings in the game, so send a roach to scout, but you really want to send a ling to scout. He had a ling right here. Even just a muta. I don't know why he would send a roach to scout. It's kind of silly. But anyway, he does know I'm taking my 3rd. I'm going to try to drone up on that as soon as it feels safe. But I don't really know when it feels safe. It's kind of a strange game. The opening was volatile. You don't really know what point your opponent is at. I mean, I know my opponent expanded. I can see that right here. I don't know about this 4th base. But I'm going to try to do something about it. If we check out the units, 15 hydras, 8 banelings, 4 infestors against 5 hydras, 20 roaches, 9 mutas, 8 infestors. It's just kind of a slippery slope. I'm falling down the slope. He's got more harvesters. He's got a bigger arm. Look at this, 193 to 119. Why are you casting this game, PsY? Oh, you wait. You just wait. You will see exactly why I'm casting this game. I feel like I need roaches to supplement my hydras and infestors. Hydras and infestors great against mutas and low numbers of roach hydra infestor, but this? No, that's not going to work. So I got to get some roaches to soak up some damage. Looks like MaestrO is going to move out. He's only +1, while my +2 is starting, but he's got 2 upgrades going at once. I've only got 1 upgrade going at once. And can he see my army moving out? Yes, he knows exactly where I'm at because of these overlords. These mutas just kind of chilling. And notice my control groups. Number 1 is my main army, 2 is my Banelings, 3 is my infestors, and some great awareness right here from MaestrO. He's like, oh, there's some infestors at the tower. Is that all that's at the tower? I think it might be. He heads right on in. Oh, and yep, that's all that's at the tower. Forgot to move my infestors back from my control group. He snipes 2 of them. 2 of them completely uncontested. I am able to get a pretty nice fungal off, but Hydras are so damn slow. They're only able to snipe that 1 wayward muta, and now he's going to send in the roaches as backup. So another mistake right there, losing 200, 300 compared to the 100, 100 that MaestrO lost in that muta. Food count now 175 to 197. So while my food count is about to match MaestrO, you got to remember the reinforcements. He's got 3 base, 4 base now. Only 68 harvesters, but that's not too bad in Zerg versus Zerg. 4 base, tons of excess minerals against my 3 base, not a lot of excess minerals. So while this battle right here will be pretty even, I'm trying to get some fungals off. Where are you stupid infestors? Get some fungals off. Well, this battle is pretty even. He's going to be reinforcing a lot more effectively than I am, and it looks like I might actually win this. These infestors need to get some fungals down on these infestors. Don't let them run away. Get those infestors. Come on. Yes, 2 of them getting caught out, and now cleaning it up. But 181 to 105. Oh man, even with the transfusions, I didn't transfuse in the battle, which was kind of a mistake. He didn't even send his mutas either. He should have been like trying for some double-pronged attack or something. I don't know. Yeah, not looking too good. 6 roaches on the way. I just don't have any larvae right now. 0, 0, 1. So I'm not neglecting spending my money. I just don't have the larva for it. I already made another surge of roaches, as you can see here. Roaches and hydras, a couple infestors, and now he's just gonna run right in. He's almost got his 2-1 upgrades, and there it goes. 199 to 122 supply, getting an oversteer so I can maybe send out a changeling or see exactly where he's at. Now he's just gonna walk right in. A beautiful fungal right there, but you know, you'd be surprised. I've got 6 infestors, but only 2 of them had enough energy for fungal. They were still recovering from the last battle, so I'm forced to back off a little bit. These hydras and roaches just aren't going to cut it, and he's just got too much. He had too many bases and too many harvesters. So while I was able to win the first 200, that often isn't the decider in a Zerg game. It's who can rally the best. And in this game, MaestrO with those Baneling hits and me overcommitting with my early lings was able to out macro me and just outplay me this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of left you hanging a little bit, or left you wondering, will Psy come back and win this a little bit? So that's why I casted it. But yeah, be a little bit more smooth with your lings out here. Don't just try to brute force it when you've got speed over him and when you're the aggressor. You know, maybe just fake like you're going to attack and then drone up or something like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. As always, I'm going to go brush my cat.